Hello, Janine here. I am so grateful that you're taking your time out of your busy day to watch this video. I think that anyone who knows me knows that I am extremely passionate about Isagenix. Not just the superfoods, but everything that Isagenix has to offer. I know that it has completely changed my life, my son's life, and so many people around the world as well. But I'm not here today to talk to you about our superfoods. I am here today to talk to you about the beautiful business model that Isagenix offers for us. So I think that most people have heard of Robert Kiyosaki. He has a couple very popular books. One of them is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The other is Business of the 21st Century. And Robert Kiyosaki teaches us that if we can learn about money and cash, that we can make money and cash. And that's what I'm gonna go into a little bit here. So behind me is Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. And we have on this side, employees, self-employed, and then business owners and investors. And on this side, we have 95% of the population making 5% of the wealth in the world. On this side, it's completely flipped. We have 5% of the population making 95% of the wealth. And I used to be an employee for years. I worked in the restaurant industry. I traded my time for money. I decided to get a little bit smarter and said, okay, I'm gonna be self-employed. I started my own business, but I was still trading time for money. And I decided I wanted to have a family. And I had my beautiful son, Andrew. And I knew that I needed to get smart and move from this side to this side. And I think that we would all rather be making 95% of the wealth in the world, wouldn't we? And I think a really good analogy here, if you have heard of the penny doubling. So if you take one penny and you double it every day for 30 days, on the 10th day, you're gonna have $10. On the 20th day, you're gonna have $10,000. And then on the 30th day, you're gonna have $10 million. And with Isagenix, it's very similar, that we're going to be compounding and making money off of more than just that first initial. So what Isagenix did is, if you want to think of something, network marketing, Isagenix, they use word of mouth. And something very similar is Facebook. Facebook started the same year as Isagenix. Facebook is in just about every country in the world. Isagenix is in 20 countries around the world. This is a global business and growing. And Facebook has not spent one dime on advertising. They have over 3 billion users. And Isagenix has not spent a dime on advertising as well. And I think we could all agree that word of mouth advertising is the most important and trusted advertising that we could have. So in Isagenix, we build networks. And I think that we can all agree that networks is the way to go. And I'm gonna show you how you get started and how you can have a return on your income. Get started, $164. And oh my goodness gracious. I know so many business owners that have opened businesses and spend tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. $164 is all that we have to get started. And that is what I'm passionate about right now, is the Forever Pack. Getting started with a shake and isogenesis, or with a shake and a shot a day. It's gonna be somewhere about $164. And that's a great number to get started with. Pardon me. And then if I help 2 people get started with very similar packs, I'm gonna make $170. I'm gonna turn around and help those 2 people help 2 more people. I get paid another $450. Pardon me. Now made $620. Now, $620 on a $164 investment is pretty darn good. And I'm gonna show you how all of that works. So with Isagenix, very similar cash flow quadrant that we have. On one side, we have linear income. And then on the other side, we have leveraged. And it's fantastic that Isagenix gives us bonuses and rebates for helping people get started. That's our linear side. But the most important side is the leverage side. I know I would rather make 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of just my efforts. So that's where the leverage comes in. And we have what we call CCC, committed consumers, counselors, coaches. So if I bring in 10 committed consumer coaches, and they bring in 10, I now have 100. 100 committed consumer coaches. And I'm going to use the number 10 for simplicity because the number 10 maximizes our compensation plan. So we now have 100. If those 100 CCCs bring in 10 customers, we now have 1,000. 1,000, all consuming about 100 business volume every month. So times 100, we now have 100,000 BV going through our business center every month. And remember how I talked before about 1%? Isagenix, we get paid 6% of everyone under us. It goes to infinity. There are a lot of companies out there that have different levels. It'll stop so many deep. We get paid 6% commission to infinity. So of that 100,000, that 100,000 BV that's going through our business center, that's going to look like $6,000 a month, which is $72,000 a year of residual income. How cool is that? And it doesn't have to stop there. You can do it again. If you do that all again, you can be making upwards of $700,000 plus a year. And building this business isn't just building a business, it's building a community. It is making friends. It is having fun. It is helping people change their lives for the better, not only physically, but financially as well. There's so many people suffering and there's no need to suffer. And this is something that literally, you know my story with my special needs son. My life is so busy, but I am able to do this. I am able to do this in the pocket of my day. And it's just so exciting. I mean, I literally could be brought to tears right now just thinking how excited I am for our future and being able to will this. This is a legacy company, Isagenix. We have this business that we're building, this residual income that we are creating, and it just doesn't go away when I die. I'm able to will this to my son. You can will it to your children, to your grandchildren, to your spouse, to your brother, to an organization, if you have a favorite organization that you'd rather leave it to. And this is income that will continue to grow and grow and grow. I thank you so very much for taking the time to listen to me today. And I know you're probably as excited as I am right now. And if you are, we need to talk. We need to talk and let me show you how we can build a legacy together. Thank you so much for watching.